Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. Today we're going to be taking a look at Elk Finance. I'm going to show you guys how I use it and how it's kind of useful and how I think it would probably help a lot of people. Stick around to the end of the video and I'll show you a little bit more about it. So today we're on CoinMarketCap looking at Elk Finance. You can see kind of the stats on it, the price, the market cap. But first we're going to get right into the website. And always, to get all these projects, guys, I always go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko and just go to the website listed. That way, it kind of de-risks you a little bit from hitting spam links. But anyway, if you go to the website, we'll hit D-App. And what Elk Finance is, it allows you to do a couple things, and we'll go over that. The biggest thing is bridging between different chains, but right on the homepage, it takes you right to their DEX right now. So their native token is the Elk token, which if you hit this right here, you can get an Elk breakdown. If my wallet was connected, you could see how much Elk I had or how much Elk you had, and then the price, the current market cap. So current market cap's a little off, and I just in general think it's undervalued right now, but so what you want to do is the main reason why I use Elk Finance and what we're talking about it today is to bridge, guys. You can use it. It's really helpful to bridge between different chains. So if you hit right here, like Avalanche, let's say that I'm on the Polygon chain. Let's see here. I guess I should connect this first. So give me 1 second. But what it is that, if you ever are trying to get a coin that, might be, let's just say, on kind of a not popular chain like Chronos or something from Polygon. If I had Polygon right here, what I would do is, let's say I'm trying to go from, get my money from Polygon over onto like the Harmony One blockchain. So if I had Polygon, I just don't in this on this account, but I would go Matic, and I would, let's say I would just put 10 Matic into Elk. I would buy Elk, and then you would have Elk up here in the balance. It would go up to 10 or 8.5 Elk if I went through with it. And then once you have your Elk, you can come over to Elk Net. And then sometimes whenever you do hit it, it does go white page. It's completely fine. You just have to reload. And once you go into Elk Net, what you can do here, and it tells you, and this is huge, only to do one bridge transfer at a time. Max is 10,000 Elk, so roughly $10,000-$15,000 per transaction. And then minimum, at least wait 2 minutes between transfers. I've done it where I've done it almost immediately. It just takes really longer, but just wait the 2 minutes to be safe. But anyways, so again, if let's say that I had gone through and bought let's just call it 10 Elk, my balance would say 10 Elk. And again, guys, this is on the Polygon chain we're on right now. So if I want to get my Elk from Polygon and let's say onto Harmony, what I would do, and as long as you're connected with MetaMask, you don't have to put an address or anything. It automatically goes to the different blockchain chain address in your MetaMask account. So I would just go 10 Elk. You'd have to approve it, and then like any other MetaMask transaction, approve the token and then send it. And here, what you want to do, I mean, if you look here, there's so many chains that Elk supports. I mean, you have Avalanche, Binance, Chronos. Some of these I'm not too familiar with, but Phantom, Fuse, Harmony, IOTX, Moon River. I think like the biggest one they don't have is Ethereum, but I mean that's pretty easy to get on as is with centralized exchanges, and their fees are kind of high anyways. So in order to move again, to the biggest thing is to bridge from Polygon to Harmony. You would use your Elk here, put 10 Elk, approve, and if you hit this box, guys, and hit swap Elk for one gas, let's say if I was going from Polygon to Harmony, I didn't have any Harmony on my MetaMask account for that blockchain. What Elk would actually do is that it would swap one Elk to give me a little bit of money in gas for the token or for the gas token for that chain. That way, when I send it there, I can do enough transactions or at least one transaction to move my Elk into the native token into like Harmony 1, for example. And then once you have this, you just hit approve Elk. And then once it approves, you hit transfer. See if I can do it here. And sometimes, again, like how when we got in here, when you hit the second button, transfer, it will go white screen. It's completely fine. It's normal. Yeah, if it's for some funds, it's fine. You just have to hit reload and then do it again. I don't know why it does that, but it does it. And then it will tell you down here once you have it, say the dollar amount from this address to this address. So it's a Polygon address to Harmony address. And if I hit that, the gas check, it would say including gas token for Harmony 1, and it would say pending, confirmed, or failed. I haven't had failed yet, so crossing my fingers. But yeah, again, if you look here, all these different chains, it's really cool because the fees are super low. It's just whatever the blockchain fee that you're on. So like Polygon, Avalanche, most of these are pretty cheap. And you don't have to go to like a centralized exchange where you have to sell it into like USDT and then buy that coin. And then hopefully that exchange has that, chain that you're trying to send to it, whether it be like Avalanche, C Chain, or Matic. You just have it all right here. So that's just one of the things, probably the biggest thing that Elk Finance that I really like about it. And then when it does come over, when you do get your Elk for the new chain that you're trying to swap to, all you have to do is go as simple as go to Harmony, and it will swap here. Hopefully, yeah, go to Harmony 1. Alright, well, it's not swapping. I guess my computer's being a little slow, but you would just swap to the chain that you swapped to, and then your balance would go from 0 on Polygon to like 10 on Harmony, and all you would have to do is you just have to find Polygon. You just have to find the native token for the blockchain you're swapping to and hit max. Move it into that native token, and there you go. You have it on that chain. And the other stuff that Elk Finance allows you to do is, it's like most dexes, you have liquidity pools, farms. We can have the 2 tokens and, earn money that way. Or you can just stake their native token, Elk. You can just stake it. I think the last I check is, because I actually do it myself, the APR, I want to say is like around 53% right now, I believe. Moose thing is like an NFT project coming up, but I'm not too familiar if that's been released yet. Charts is just more information on Elk Finance if you want to look at like their price, liquidity, volume. It's all right here. And then guides. That's pretty much Elk's white paper in a sense. If you have any questions, you can go through this whole thing, and it will kind of introduce you to Elk Finance and kind of give you, some tips there on what to do. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to hop on here and kind of go over Elk Finance and bridging it. Because again, I know when I first got into crypto, finding a way to go between different chains wasn't really easy, or I found myself a lot using like centralized exchanges, which, I mean, we all know how the fees are. It just eats a lot. I mean, it's small, but over time it does build up. And this is really easy. I mean, I can have Polygon go to Avalanche and then to Binance and Chronos like immediately, and the fees are again really cheap, just comparing or depending on what chain you're on. And it's also is like a DEX. It's an exchange. But yeah, this is Elk Finance, and again, they do have a native token, Elk, which is $1.87 right now. If you look at their chart, again, that market cap's a little off based on Elk's websites. Should be like 12, 13 million. And yeah, I agree, super early, and they've been around for a while, coming up on a year now, pretty much, and all-time highs of like $5 ish. So, I mean, I think Elk Finance as a whole is undervalued, but whether you want to invest or not, that's up to you. None of this is financial advice. I'm just wanted to give you guys a tip on just an easier way on how to bridge your coins between different chains. So yeah, guys, if it's something you're interested in, just let me know, and or if you found this helpful, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next video, and like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll catch you then. All right.